If you're having any technical difficulties with the sound or viewing of this presentation, please raise your hand and an associate will assist you with that. My name is Roger Boss. I'm a sales executive with eSight Energy and located just outside of Chicago. I am excited to introduce to you our new Express user interface redesign. You may have used the previous Express, and as you can see, this new redesign is slick with graphics and very rich in functionality. As you will notice, the user will experience an enhanced Express interface that is more intuitive, faster, and easier to use than ever. One of the major changes is the listing of new icons on the left-hand side. This is for easy navigation of any function of your energy management portfolio. With the Level 2 branding, you can have a customizable home screen image. You can also choose from 3 color themes to brand to your corporate style. This includes dark, black, and white. Within the energy analysis function, we have eliminated the pop-up window and have created a very streamlined approach to graphing. As soon as a meter is selected, instantly the graph will appear. At the same time, you can add multiple meters and have all of the analysis functions on screen in a very concise layout. Any templates created can now be seen in a new card layout. These templates can be nicely organized by category, recent, favorites, or analysis type. These templates of analysis can be quickly accessed with ease. We have added a powerful, useful tool called Canvas Map Navigation and Drill Down. This gives the user the ability to select a map and view information and functions from a site and meter. By selecting the node on the map, you will automatically have access to energy analysis, reports, alarms, and much more. The Express user will now have broader options in selecting and viewing facility dashboards. As you can see, the Express dashboard platform has an open configuration. This allows the user a private dashboard as well as a shared dashboard. This allows the Express user to tailor to a personal facilities dashboard. The new Express interface will now have a consistent filter option for each function, as well as a new tree navigation for smarter access to sites and meters. This Express interface is now optimized for smartphone and tablet use as well. I would now like to take you on a journey with me to discover our newly redesigned Express. As you can see, here we have the new Express interface. This has been customized. I've brought in a picture as displayed here in the background. This can be done, again, with Level 2 branding. We have 2 buttons on the start of the screen, Getting Started and Advanced. By clicking on Getting Started, this will give you a tour of the new Express and each of its different functions. By clicking the arrows, it will explain what the icon represents. This box represents a theme color. This will be consistent throughout the Express interface. This is dark. You can also choose between black and white as well. And then, of course, you can close the box and press it again, and it reappears. By clicking the Advanced button, this will automatically take you straight away right into the Advanced section of the software. The left-hand side, this is our menu bar. As you may notice, we have some new icons listed. This one at the very bottom. This is a link button. You can connect different websites, web pages, or media sites, or even applications. By clicking on the link and by designating the URL, it will then bring you to the web page. I've selected our eSight website here. By clicking the three bars at the top of the menu, will then bring you different icons on the top. This is bring you back to the home page. This is Preferences. This will bring you to the Advanced section, Advanced license of the software, and this is your logout. By clicking on Preferences, you now have the ability to input your personal information. This was not available on the previous Express. You can even choose your language and the different culture of the language. You can be creative and add different graph colors, and you can change the graph color as well by clicking on the color button. This will bring you into all these different color formats in which you can choose from. We now have an action bar located at the bottom. If you wanted to cancel, you'd press this, and this would automatically revert to the default settings. If you make any changes, such as to your name or phone number, which we'll do right here, you can click the Save button on the action bar, and you'll be notated on top that your details have been successfully updated. You also have the option on the action bar to change your password. If we expand this menu as well, it will also list all of the different functions of the icons on the left-hand side. This is also a new icon here as well, this on the top. What this allows you to do is this gives you a graphical map interface and map navigation. And you have different nodes representing the different locations of your facilities. So you can see you can bring in any type of map that would represent your organization. By then clicking on the node, it will then give you all of the different functions of the software for that location. This would include energy analysis, templates, reports, alarms, tenant billing, or dashboards associated with that location. You can also add any of these features for that location as well. If you wanted to drill down to a different level of the organization, there would be a magnifying glass represented in the middle. By clicking on the magnifying glass, it will then bring you to a different level, whether it be a different floor or however your organization is organized. We then have our energy analysis. This new energy analysis, as you will see, we have eliminated all of the pop-ups as well as eliminating a couple of steps. We have a new, smarter tree configuration listed as well. So let's go ahead and map and graph a couple of meters. By clicking on the company, we'll then bring you all of the sites listed below. Let's take a look at some meters within the main office building. We'll look at the main water, main gas, main electric in kilowatt hour, and weather as well. So as you have noticed, the transition between picking a meter and graphing is very smooth and quick. By clicking on this folder tab on the left-hand side, you can then collapse the tree structure. The new Express Redesign also has hoverovers, so if you hover over the meter, it will give you the details of that meter. You can then automatically change the different time periods, as well as create a custom time period as well by clicking on the custom. And here you can enter the different time periods listed or choose your own dates. This is just as interactive as it was before. You can click on the meter to have it disappear or reappear. You have your different chart types as well, such as line, bar graphs, and area. This options button will allow you to aggregate by unit type, or you can apply a comparison. You can nudge to a previous time period or kind of nudge the time period forward. You then have the chart option, and by clicking this, will display everything in a numerical format. This is a new feature as well. If you click on this button, this will bring out all of the different options in which you can export the information: CSV, Excel, PDF, or PNG. You press it again, it will then collapse it. So this has been highly enhanced, as you can see, very fast. It's very concise and very rich in functionality, and very interactive as well. Go next to templates. Any analysis that was performed in the analysis section can be saved as a template. Within this new template reorganization, what you can do is you can choose templates from your tree structure, which is listed at top here. So we could choose Acme Company and populate any of the templates from the main office building, and they will appear listed below. You also have a search menu to the right-hand side, and you can search as well by using the filter bar. We have a new filter bar here, which is consistent throughout the software as well. So if we wanted to look at any templates related to power factor, what we can do is enter power factor, search, and you have listed all the templates for power factor. You can also arrange these by analysis type or by category and path. As you can see, the tree structure path with all the templates listed beneath there. Any of your most recent or favorite templates are listed in the shaded area. To select a template, what you can do is just hit the arrow or the play button. It will then retrieve this template for viewing. So you can see how fast and concise that now works. You can then revert back to your templates and quickly select another one. You also have an action bar below. If you wanted a template to appear in a different format, you have the options you can select below, as well as if any of these templates needed to be scheduled for automatic reporting via email, this would be listed in this section. The reports functions work in the same way. So you have your filter on top, which is always collapsible. And by highlighting the report and clicking the play, you can then access the report in any of the following formats. Let's choose the monthly profile chart. It will then retrieve this chart, and we can open it for viewing. And here's our report, as seen. Any reports that have been scheduled for automatic distribution via email would be listed under this icon, and you can create a report as well. This magic wand represents the report wizard. By selecting this, you can then run a report, which takes you straight into the advanced section of the software. So you have all your reports listed on the left-hand side, and it also has examples of what each report would look like. Moving on, we have alarms. Within the alarms, as you can see here, all the alarms are color-coded. We have the legend to the color coding at the bottom based on the different levels and priorities. As you can see, the red is the most critical, down to the yellow, which would be less critical. All these alarms can be filtered as well, or grouped by priority, alarm type, or path. If you wanted to see an alarm, you have two different options. You can click on it one time to select it, or with the option on the menu bar, you can select all of the alarms at once. For example, let's go ahead and select this missing data alarm. By pressing this view icon, you're able to see more detailed information about the alarm. If you wanted to acknowledge this type of alarm here, you would click on this check mark acknowledge icon, and you can give it a note, such as please turn off this machine after hours, for example, and then click acknowledge. And now that alarm is taken off this list. To view any of the acknowledged alarms, you would then click acknowledged, and then you can see that the acknowledged alarm has been added to this section. Within the action bar, you can also add alarms. You can add a range alarm or an average alarm very quickly. Moving on, we also have what's new within the tenant bills is that we have the different color coded for each stage of the bill. Again, the filter option is always available. As you can see, all of these bills are currently new. If they were red, rejected, yellow, sent for payment, or green, they would be paid. The Express user will now experience a lot of freedom here in the dashboards module. What they can now do is they can create their own private dashboard, which is unique to them. Not only can they have their own private dashboard, but they can also have the shared dashboards as well from the company. All of this is laid out in card format as well. If we click on the private dashboard, it will then access the dashboard that the Express user has created for themselves. And to revert back, we can click on the arrow. And if you wanted to see a company dashboard, this also can be accessed. And again, we can revert back by using the back arrow. Meter readings is also listed out in grid format. This is very simple to use. Have none currently, but if you would click on it, you could enter in the new meter reading this way. And again, at the bottom, you can add two different links. This link takes you straight away to the website page. If you wanted to custom your Express, you would then hit the Advanced button and Custom Update, and you can brand the Express portion here. As you can see, you can give the brand name, the title, which would be Welcome to eSight. You can change the subtitle as well, and you can do all of your color changes. This is where you would input your background image. This all is available with Level 2 branding. There's a lot of different things you can do with the color too. As you remember, the left-hand menu was in baby blue, this lighter blue. This can be also changed, and you can select your color. You can get very detailed and creative with all the different color schemes and all the different options available. As you can see by all those functions. You can change the theme as well to dark, light, or black. This is where you would enter in your URL for the custom links, and an added feature as well is the logout link. So as soon as you click log out, it will then direct you straight to your website of choice. So these are all of the many of the new features within the redesigned Express. I hope that you have found this webinar very informative, and please reach out to me with any questions that you may have. Thank you.